There we go. Good morning, Noob. How you doing? Good morning. The S&P, the Nasdaq is straight up. The S&P is kind of flatlined a little bit. Definitely not as bullish as Nasdaq here, as the tech stocks and chip stocks go nuts. But yeah, Nasdaq is now up almost 5,000 points since the last week of March. Crazy stuff. Another bottom wick today on today's daily chart so far after the big news event. If you come down to the 4-hour, extremely large bottom wick, 6 hours, same thing, or 60 minutes, I should say, 5 minute, and so on and so forth. All we need to see here is a high volume top wick with an afternoon close. I started saying that last Monday. I want to have an additional theme today, is that if you're looking for any kind of swing short positions, you have to have patience and wait for an afternoon red. Period. Period. Nice, noob. So far, green move right on back up, of course, Nasdaq, as today is Monday. We had a lot of headline bombs this evening. Like I said, be aware, be patient. A little bit of a topic on Nasdaq. Since the big move there at 6 o'clock this morning, the price action has been relatively tight. It's been pretty tight. Not really much tradable. Of course, a lot of wicks on the outlier moves. It appears that Trade Evate's having some issues, by the way. There's a large red candle coming back over. Large thrusting red candle. All the way down. All the way down. What's up, Palm Beach Pete? What's up, YouTube? How's it going? Good morning. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I'm exhausted. Exhausted. We had a busy day yesterday. Someone just said, I can't believe we used to throw toilet paper and eggs at people's houses, and now we can't afford toilet paper, eggs, or a house. Oh, man. It's funny because it's true. 27,827. Top wick on Nasdaq here, looking over. The silver put on a beautiful bottom wick, 3C bottom wick here overnight. Nasdaq just rolled over from 870 to 811. The first target to go for is 785. 785 after that, you see that we have these two pivots that are going to hold the market up in the event that we do roll a little bit. So all about a 10-point move. So be careful if you are shorting. You've got some supportive measures before we start hitting that big news headline way down at 600 and 620, 630 or so. Right here. We used to pay off the Klarna bill. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Amazon launches 1-hour shipping in the United States. Remember we used to order something online years ago and it'd take 7 to 8 days at least, and that was considered fast. Now if you don't get overnight shipping, it's considered an inconvenience. Oh, that's amazing, JDM. What was the headline? That Iran had struck a U.S. ship in the Strait, but that was proven to be false. Good morning, Jonathan. How you doing? Still not much going on here. Options are heading towards the bearish theme. Looking around the market here, we have a mostly red S&P. Mostly red S&P. We have another bottom wick on Nasdaq in the 800 mark. Coming on down, baby. Coming on down. We have a very light week in terms of catalysts. Friday is non-farm payroll, so that is going to be the height of cataclysmic events this week, unless, of course, anything else comes out. We don't have any planned. Yeah, very muted open. Now, you know, like I said, in all seriousness, now I know we're talking about a lot of bottom wicks and stuff. In all seriousness, I do think we are nearing the retracement period here. It could come, you know, could come today, could come tomorrow, this week, but I do think we are nearing the end of nearing the retracement period. And we need to see, before we jump any guns, we need to see an afternoon red close below the open. That's it. Without that, you're gambling. So. All right, another sweeping top wick on NASDAQ here, down to 825. And again, these yellow lines are signifying what we saw in the overnight sessions in terms of supports. So if you are looking to take a short, just be careful shorting into this lower block. There's a nice sweeping red candle on down. Beautiful. Maybe one earnings, maybe. Psych, bottom wick. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Bottom wick back up. Nothing crazy. Shocker. Well, it's, you know, of course, everyone sees it. No one's ever seen anything like this before. A market that just now is, we are 36 days actually, into the most aggressive buy up in history. And it just, the failure for the market to go down even for one day is something to be recorded. I'm exhausted. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm beat. We were up all day yesterday. Plus, I haven't had lunch since yesterday. I'm starving. Top wick here, 834, 835. We harvested all of our chickens yesterday, so we did all chickens yesterday in one day. Big old sweeping top wick back over. That looks like a liquidity sweep right there. Can they actually get through this little 813, 810 mark? If they do, I mean, we have another 30 points until that little move. There's another sweeping top wick that's already being bottom wicked. But we need 793 to be targeted first. Right now it's top wick, bottom wick, top wick, bottom wick, top wick, bottom wick, back and forth. No real selling, which is astonishing. Not astonishing, astonishing. Big old dojis on the 5 and 15 here. And then just back and forth taps with the 1 minute. RTY looks like it could drop. NASDAQ does not look like it'll drop. It's just chilling. Chilling. 827. We need to get 810 first and then all this down here. Can they do it? Very muted open on Mondays. I'm in no hurry to trade the Monday session here. No hurry. We need to get under 810. Can they do it? Can they do it? We are stuck. We have a whole crap ton of calls selling. Market is not moving though. 810 needs to close to get down to the yellow levels. We appear to be grinding, but no movement. One of the tightest opens we've seen in a very long time. Very tight open, but stuck. So where's our liquidity level here? You could use your little block tool. Everything below this mark is wicked. All wicks right there. So we know where the demand is. And you know where you need to be careful shorting into the hole. This market rolled over, and now, of course, massive green candle off of this block. So if you want to short, we have to start clearing out some liquidity here. Otherwise, bottom wick central, baby. Bottom wick central. Grand central station except for bottom wicks. Back and forth. Back and forth. Big old bottom wick, baby. Big old bottom wick. Maybe the market is tired. They did their chickens yesterday. Maybe. Maybe. Terrible. Terrible open. We have call selling, put selling, although they're starting to trickle back into put buying here, but there's, again, zero appetite for selling. Zero. We're just going to maintain all-time highs for the foreseeable future until we start to get the signs that we need, which is high volume top wicks. That's it. The United States is now calling on China to help out with opening up the strait, which the United States has closed. Interesting. Big old bottom wick again, back up. Zero appetite for selling. There we go. Now we should go back up and reclaim 870, 880 or so. Massive green on the way. There we go. Big old green candles all the way back up, baby. Zero, zero, zero selling. Buy every dip, buy every red. No selling, no shorting. Forget about shorting, forget about selling, forget about anything. Just buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Buy every single red candle. Is this your first time harvesting at scale? Yes, it is. 60 of them. 60 meat chickens. Do you have enough room for that much meat? We do. We do have that much room for that much meat. We planned accordingly. Big old green candle, baby, 880. Never short ever for the rest of history. The market will never go down again. Ever. How many people did you have? We had 5 people. Yeah. 5 people. The 2 youngest kids, they were tasked with getting the chickens out of the coop, bringing them up to the kill site, and actually doing the dispatching. They then brought them over to the scalder. The wife took care of the scalding and the defeathering, and then me, the oldest kid, was in charge of butchering. So we had a little assembly line going. It was great. All right, about 100-point green candle right there. Just up and up and up. No more shorting ever in the history of the world. Trump would be known as the market savior. Yep. You had the young ones to doing the killing blow. Yeah. Yeah, they were fine at it. I got to learn, man. You know, they'll never look at food the same way because they know where their food comes from. $60 chickens. 60 total. Yep. My uncle's finger is crooked from pulling out chickens' lungs. Yeah. Yeah. The open is very muted. Yeah, super muted here. Very tight. People are getting destroyed out here, man. I'm telling you, it's I'm reaching that period where I cringe opening up my DMs because it's getting very depressing. People have gotten absolutely destroyed the past couple of weeks because the market, no one knows how to trade a market that is literally straight up now for 35 days, something we've never seen before, without a single red day. There's technical analysis goes out the window, VPA goes out the window, everything goes out the window except how quickly can you buy. It's crazy. Iran releases first footage showing 2 missiles hitting multiple U.S. military ships. Direct strike on United States forces. Proven to be false. You expect 50K NASDAQ, yeah. I grew up on a farm in a small city, 40,000 people across several towns that all touched. Second grade, I remember went to a farm to learn about food. It blew my mind. The kids have no food, where it came from. Yeah. Yeah. One of my friends has a stock picking portfolio and is up 4,000% in 2 years. Everything he touches goes green. My father-in-law is like that. Everything he touches is just a launch pad. Do you have his contact info? I do. He's always been one of those dudes, man. It's just like very hard worker, good old country boy. Everything he touches, just everything, from real estate to stocks. All right, 28,000 here, coming back up. $27,875. Bottom wick back up. Nothing but put, selling, call buying here. Let's take a look around. 72.53. CL is still basing. It spiked over 107, and still we keep on getting this absorption, and that's what I'm looking for here. So, you know, this appears to be attempts into liquidity at 115 every single time. And this time, this little top wick that we just occurred did not come with volume. In fact, the volume is diminishing, meaning absorption. If I'm looking at this pattern here on the 1 or 5 minute, I'm looking to play breakouts. Volume is diminishing. Price action is holding highs. We keep on testing the same level. I think CL is going to break out. From a price action standpoint, obviously not geopolitically, CL looks like it wants to break out. Even with Friday's pullback, I'm not seeing weakness in the higher time frames on ES. No, never. Massive bottom wick here on the S&P. So, you know, it's a freight train, man. Look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. So, people forget that little guys and farmers, electricians, plumbers are all savvy as business. They are. Yeah, he's an electrician. His dad was an electrician too. He's very, very savvy. Could a name like CL even break out like that? It would have so many implications. Well, that's what I was saying, is I can't really speak for the geopolitical aspect of things, but from a price action standpoint, that 1 and 5 minute, I'm looking for a breakout. Are you going to be an uncle now? Nice, financial blitz. Congratulations on becoming an uncle. $890 still going, NASDAQ. $25-point stop, you get stopped. Have a great day, everybody. I'm telling you, man, I'm in no hurry to trade Monday opens, especially with this type of price action. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. You applied for JP Morgan. Sold my Microsoft calls right before the breakout. Oh my gosh. VIX is still heading lower overall after the big spike into the 18s again. Still crazy we're carrying an 18 VIX with these type of prices that we're seeing. A little bit of a top wick. Guess I'll start opening up my Quan Tower, get things ready for the day. $28,000. Let's see, Nvidia just pump and dumped. Microsoft is rocketing, but they just put on a high volume spike. If you're looking for a possible short on a stock, Microsoft may put on a 3C short up there. Highest volume candle of the day with a sweeping top wick at 420. I'm sure people are selling 420 just because they are potheads. Meta is bottom wicking off of 604. Tesla high volume top tick. Apple looks like they may head lower after that top wick at the lower prices. And Google is nothing really clear yet. NASDAQ bottom wick back up. 200 contracts sitting at 27,900 on NASDAQ. Everything other, yeah. So look at the sectors. Look at the S&P here and tell me what the deal is going on here. What the crap is this is called single point of failure. Look at this. Out of 10 sectors plus one bonus sector, XHB is not in the top 10 S&P, but it is the home builders one, and I like to track. All of them are red except for technology XLK, and yet the S&P, well, not green now, but it was. NASDAQ is up 40 points. It's a little cray-cray. It's a little cray-cray. Microsoft not enough in the mumbo jumbo. Yeah. Markets are coming down nicely. A little bit of a top tick here. And bottom weight. Bonds are ripping again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Lying in wait. So TLT is here at 85.21. We have this obvious channel that's forming on the bottom. Yields are ripping. 10-year yields are up 1.1%. 30 years has popped back over 5% as we are heading back towards 2007 levels. It's crazy. NASDAQ, giant bottom wick back up. Cray. Not much else to be said here. I know I'm a little boring right now, but we're just chilling. Yeah. Chilling. I want to continue my success, baby. Took a couple of great payouts from TakeProfitTrader last week. I want to continue the train. Continue the train, little by little. I want to start the week off good. Good. A little bit of red coming back over. Do I still trade my Top Step account? Negative. I've shut that baby down. I'm done with Top Step. Top Step is garbage. Garbage. Yeah, that was a beautiful bottom wick there at the in the early morning hours. But that's it. We haven't had much else since then. You're $700 away. Nice, XX. You said some time ago about some traders taking 3 to 5 trades a week. That stuck with me since then. I'm in no hurry to take anything. Absolutely. 100, 1 or 2, especially when you hit the buffer on your funded accounts. Like that to me is a very comfortable place. It's like sitting in a beautiful meadow filled with flowers and butterflies. Like I'm just chill, baby. Once I've done in the work, put in the work, and I've hit that funded account buffer. Now all I have to do is put on a couple of good trades a week, and right there, boom, I could make $1,000 a week at the minimum per account. If I just put on 3 to 5 trades a week, that's it. I'm not trying to make 50 grand a week, especially not in these conditions. And I'm chill, baby. I'm chill. I refuse to do chess on Mondays. Nope. I'm the same way, man. Out of principle, I will not do chest on Monday. Now, that has changed since I'm now working out exclusively in my gym. I don't go to a gym anymore. But when I was doing a gym, I do not do chest on Mondays. Because everybody and their mother does chest on Mondays. And now, with the younger kids coming along on their cell phones, their version of chest days is sitting on the chest benches, just scrolling on TikTok all day. The whole hour. They don't actually work out. Monday is for legs, absolutely. Absolutely. Not chest and thumbs, I guess. Yeah. Do you do a whole body workout? No, that's awesome. 1 time every 2 days. I mean, that's a great workout too, JDM. Yeah. 27,870 right here. Bottom wick back up. Not moving. Y'all don't have 24/7 gyms. Yeah, but have to go early. That's it, but not overnight. All right, so far NASDAQ is pinned. ES is pinned. Not much going on here. Very, very muted open, which could be signs of exhaustion. Whatever. RTY blasted. They have a high volume top wick that occurred at 822. And I'm just really looking around here for some value, and I'm not seeing much today. High volume top ticket silver. NASDAQ is just blasting up again. There's a whole bunch of liquidity sitting at 925. If I had to guess, that's probably where they're going to go with this thing. order vacuum that's occurred at 925 after the big Iranian news, which turned out to be bogus. So even more so that that news was a fugazi. I would probably say there's a dang good chance we're going back to 925 at least. Simply out of principle. Order block occurred under nonsense news. We're going to go up and fill it, and then we'll have some proper price action. Can you talk about exhaustion? Yes. So when you butcher 60 chickens in a single day and then pick more strawberries and then plant more corn, you tend to feel a little bit of exhaustion. Oh, and then play a game of wiffle ball with the family. Kind of makes you want to jump off a cliff, but it's a great feeling because you spend a lot of time with the family. Oh, buyers and sellers. Yeah, so exhaustion. So exhaustion from this perspective is when it's before you see the high volume spikes. So in a normal move, again, I always have to preface these conversations nowadays with normal because this isn't normal. In a normal trend market, you'll have an egregious move up, an extended move up, and then as we enter into the consolidation period, you start to see the signs of just very anemic moves. The volume is very low, the price action is very tight, top wick, bottom wick, sideways action. And if you look at my chart real quick, the price action kind of follows the pattern of like uptrend, 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 and then it starts to do this number. So this part right here, where it starts to roll over, that's kind of where you start to hit the exhaustion, where the price action just can't thrust up any higher. And then after that, you start to see the high volume top wicks. So once the buying has kind of entered its final phase, then you start to see the high volume top wicks. You start to see the distribution enter the tape. So, exhaustion is not necessarily actionable unless you want to front run things. By the way, high volume top tick. Unless you want to front run things, and it's a little risky, but that is usually the precursor to entering distribution, which is the precursor to markdown. Yeah, buddy. Top wick back over, little 3C move here. If I get a 3C top wick, I will consider taking a position. But put selling is off the charts today. My gym is older than a lot of equipment. Oh man, I love it. You're welcome, G. You need to find your nearest garage industrial area gym. All bodybuilders do is a test. Testing the yeah, I want to go to a gym where they weld 100-pound plates onto the bar so you can't take them off. I'm all about it, baby. Man, what crappy price action this is. Awful. Let's go to the 15. What do we see? Well, we got a little wedgie action here. 925, man. I need to see a dang good 3C if I'm going to short before 925. Tomorrow is leg day. I built this. I might switch it today because today. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. Tonight's hibachi night. We're making chicken hibachi. Wannabe ninja. You ordered 21 liters of olive oil from Greece. Nice. It's a lot of liters. All right. So overall here, let's go take a look. I'm going to go take a look at the news for Manana, kind of see what they're setting up here for. There is such thing as doing nothing, by the way, so I'm perfectly content just chilling right now. Chilling like a villain this week. Let's see. Tomorrow is nothing. Typical 3-star non-manufacturing and global JILTS job openings. Same thing. Wednesday is the ADP non-farm employment, which is the precursor to non-farm on Friday. Thursday we have initial jobless claims, and Friday we have non-farm payroll. So pretty weak week. That's it. We still have some earnings out there. Very boring morning. Stuff sells for $50 for 3 liters. Dang. All right. Discord censoring my GIFs. Uh-oh. All right. Enough with that's a lot of GIFs in a row. Let's chill on the GIFs for a little bit. Market is incredibly volatile right now. It's a lot of GIFs. Man, this is tight. What is going on? Any other time in history, if you looked at what everything other than equities are doing, you'd say, man, equities must be taking a beating. But yet here we are. Yeah. Every single metric of economic performance would say that we are getting just absolutely wrecked. But here we are. Here we are. The options flow on spot gamma is heading back south, at least temporarily. But again, I believe 925 is on the docket for NASDAQ. You can't handle the GIFs. I love it. Man, what a boring morning. Sounds like a great morning for some red alert streaming. Oh, big red. What the crap was that? And bottom wick. Oh, man. What a joke. What a joke. All right, let's take a look at the 5-minute. So, again, these yellow lines here are there for a reason. Any kind of move down, you've got to be careful. So if you're in a short position, you have to look out for a bounce at the 790 mark, plus or minus. If you're looking to get into short, don't go chasing into these yellow blocks. Not only is it the major bottom wicks, but it's also right smack dab in the middle of 50% of that liquidity block. I mean, that's assuming if we can even have a generational crash back down till 27,790. I mean, that would require a nuclear bomb to get us down another 70 points. But still, you got to be careful when we come down to that area. You have a quick time frame to confirm a 3C position, get in, and then set your trigger before we hit 790 bottom weight. And then if we do clear 790, we'll have clear skies back down to 660. But again, you got to be quick. Right now, the options are starting to shift towards a little bit bearish. Remember, today's the day of patience. Today's the day of micros. You should not be blowing accounts on this move. You should be taking it easy today. Hey, I'm walking here. GIFs, creamy or crunchy? I prefer crunchy. I like crunchy GIFs. I'm just letting y'all have your conversation about oil. Bottom-up, by the way. Hey, big green candle. Look at that. Massive green. Here comes 925, baby. Ever since I disabled my short to button, I've been way better. Yeah, I mean, you can't short at all. At all. Now we're looking for 925. No shorting. Big green. Oh man. Every time I think about entering a short, I just wait and ask myself, where's the long entry? There you go. Coming on up. What's up, YouTube? What are y'all thinking today? Here comes 925 after that fake yank down. Yeah, 100%. We almost got it right there. We got within 15 points of it. Doing good on Tradeify. Nice, Trippy Mike. Nice. I'm still wanting. I want to get my one good trade on here with TPT to get things going, but I'm just being very patient. Like it's Monday, of course. Monday is my safe day. Monday is my safe space, and I don't want to wreck anything. Lockheed Martin's emailing me. Why is Lockheed Martin emailing me? Oh, Lockheed is letting me know that they hire veterans. Beautiful. All right. They offer intern positions. You could work on the UAP. You need to be a consultant for the Lockheed Martin to make bank. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Still kind of grinding here. Are you in a public vet database? How do they reach out? I'm not in any public databases. I am a VA member, obviously. They reached out via email. I just got one of those marketing emails. You have a marketable experience flying drones. They will want your opinion, especially that you're articulate. Am I articulate? Although if they offered me like a $300,000 job working from home, I'd absolutely take it. I would absolutely take it. I'd be like, sorry, boss, I have to pause. There's a trade I have to stream. I just have to be quick on muting which stream I'm talking on. Don't leave us now. You're a pretty good languager. No, I ain't going anywhere. I ain't going anywhere. Do you have a job right now, or do you anything? I mean, do I have a traditional W-2? No, but I work harder now than I ever have in my life. So, between the rental properties and, of course, you know, the admin part of the Discord and the farm that we're building now, I mean, I'm exhausted. So. We were discussing TPS reports. But everything is yours if you do it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's always an end goal, of course, and I don't mind doing it. $925 is my target here for liquidity. 925. That's what I feel like sometimes, XX. Yeah. ES is flying even more than NASDAQ. Their target is right here, which is about to be clapped at 67. Right there. Matt Damon. Crazy stuff, dude. Most of the X's have turned around. Remember, 9 out of 10 X's were red. They're now mostly green. So we have had a little shuffle here. Back inside the breadth of the S&P. Aye, puppy. Today's a garbage morning. Yeah, things will come. Things will come. Just remember what's happening. Just remember what's happening. And be patient. Mondays are my least favorite day of the week to trade. That's why I don't mind chilling. You want some chicken minis from Chick-fil-A? Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Do you know Sam's Club has chicken, like the replica chicken from Chick-fil-A? Like it tastes exactly like Chick-fil-A chicken. You can make your own chicken minis. You could also gain 50 pounds. Yeah. Here, I'll give you the exact product. If you're those things are spot on 100% Chick-fil-A chicken. Tastes like it exactly. Same pickle-y style taste, 100%. They also have them in chicken nuggets too. All right, we have a little bit of a top tick here from 914, but still nothing even close to wanting to get me short. Holy crap, this is boring. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. Palm Beach Stand. Definitely nothing healthy about it, but they taste delicious. Of course, I haven't bought those in many years, but yeah. Oh man. When's the OM line of chicken hitting the market? I need to expand by about 100 times before I get to that. Chicken farming is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Dang. They have an MQ-9 Reaper aircraft engineer for $200,000 a year working from home. There's some awesome jobs out there. Did I hear you butchered 60 of them? How far did you break them down? Sounds like a lot of meat for the freezer. I did butcher 60 of them, yeah. It's only been an hour, but it feels like 3. You ever make chicken cotoletta? I have not. It sounds delicious. Did you pack your chickens whole or you butcher some up? Never mind anything but holes. We butchered... right now we butchered half. I plan on butchering more of them, and then we're going to do probably 25% of them are going to be whole chickens to throw on the smoker and stuff. But I watched a YouTube video on how to butcher chickens quickly. I mean, I was knocking them out 3 minutes tops each, just rocking through them. So that sounds amazing. I will review that right now. But wait, there's more yet. Hey, big sweeping top wick here. Hey, there's a ton of put buying. They just bought $1 billion worth of puts here. $1 billion worth of puts. But they're bottom wicking so far. Will we actually get a 3C short here? Sounds like a lot of meat for the freezer. It is a lot of meat for the freezer, but we're 5 people for eating for a year. Absolutely. Can we gonna do it here? Are we gonna do it? Give us a 3C short. 3C short position. I mean, technically we got it here under 888, but they're already bottom wicking it. So, like I said, incredibly difficult to short this market. And of course, you've got Kennedy's trend line right here. Which remember, trend lines only work when you're not playing them. we do it, baby? Shakeout to get to 925. Yep. Did you get the leftover to the other wing candles? I did, yeah. So as I gutted the innards, ripped out the innards, lungs, liver, heart goes back to the chickens to eat, the layer chickens. So they had a field day, man. They had a giant pile of meat they were just destroying. And what you can actually do is you can go on Amazon and you could buy a set of T-Rex arms that'll fit on a chicken. And now I've got 50 chickens with T-Rex arms all eating meat, so it's pretty awesome. How do you manage a short entry here after a candle like that? I don't. So, there's a thesis. You have to have a thesis intertwined with your theses too. And right now, it's so delicate to take short positions here that I don't even want to consider short positions. Not to mention it's Monday. What I say to myself in my head, the signs will be there. Like my spidey sense will start triggering when I see a possible short position. Right now, it's just I don't see anything. Everything is bottom wick. So do I really want to struggle getting into a short position? No. Conditions, baby. Conditions. It's all about the conditions. These conditions are not conducive to shorting. Did you really put T-Rex arms on your chickens? I did not. I wish I would have, because that would have been hilarious, but I did not. You spit your coffee out. Although they do sell them. And if they don't, I know they sell arms. I don't know if they sell T-Rex arms, but they should do that. I mean, they say that chickens are evolved. They're just miniature T-Rexes. Gotta respond to an email in 1 second. Meat looks spot on. Yeah. Give the Trippy Mike chickens the arms. Yeah. The rooster. Heck yeah. That's pretty much what it looked like. Yeah. You know what? Now I have to buy T-Rex arms for my chicken. At least one. Screw that. I'm going to 3D print them. Oh, yeah. Maker World for the win. They've got them. I'm going to 3D print them today. Way to go viral with a whim. Yeah. Make sure you take a picture. Use it to start your next video. Absolutely. Absolutely. There we go. All right, so we are following the trend up here. The yellow lines you see here are the prior pivots The big shaded area is the 50% range of the liquidity imbalance from overnight. So right now, I'm not doing anything except looking for chicken arms. So no trading right yet. VIX is green and the ES and NASDAQ has something to give up. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up, Maddie. When you start to see VIX green alongside the S&P, now normally people are saying, hey, you know, why that's very weird. And, you know, it's not something we normally see, but it is, you know, normal in the big sense of things. The reason we start to see that here is because the VIX is pretty much bottomed out. When you start to see green VIX, green S&P, normally that's the point where the VIX is bottomed out, and now the put positions that have traditionally gotten wrecked are beginning to be rebuilt. The hedges, the positioning for possible protection is not bearish in the sense of the word. It's just repositioning. Now, what is weird, in addition to what that is, what is weird here is the fact that VIX is still holding 17 in the middle of the biggest bull market we've ever seen in the history of the market. Why is that? And that's the question that we need to ask ourselves, which is a bit of an anomaly. Normally, when you see the levels of buying that we have seen the past month, you get a VIX that is absolutely destroyed back down to, 12, 11, 13. But instead, it's holding almost 18. And that is weird. By the way, bottom wick. Bottom wick, good sir. Those numbers you just said, 612 and stuff, are too big. Can you dumb it down? What do you mean? What's 612? I don't know what I just said. So we just went from 600 million of puts sold to 600 million of puts purchased, and they're in the middle of buying calls too. So they're buying calls and puts. We still need 625. We still need, 925 on NASDAQ. 925. That's what we need. A 925 liquidity sweep would give us a good indication for what's going to happen. Until then, patience, people. Patience. You're joking around. You're good. So NASDAQ is up 100 points on the session so far. Have you traded the Dow before? I've traded the Dow before. Not much, but I have traded before. I can't say I've had any more or less success than I have with this in terms of execution, but still going on NASDAQ. Another big green day. RTY is blast off. Can we get 925 or what? Amazon's just going. Yeah, it is. There's always one. Every day there's always one that just blasts off. There's 925 NASDAQ. There is the liquidity tap. What do they do from here? Another blast off green trend day. What do you know? Surprise, surprise, surprise. There's liquidity. If you get a high volume spike with the top tick, then and only then we might have a short position. But until then, up we go. I look away, we're up 30 points. Up we go, baby. No shorting. Did you just hear the Jurassic Park theme song? I think you're just hearing things, bro. I mean, it is a great song, don't get me wrong. But I think you're hearing stuff. So do you remember I told you that some dude was trying to strike copyright claims on all my live streams? Like every day I'd get a copyright claim for monetization. And I would go through and review the claim, and there was no content. So he something about lessons learned or something. I don't know. Whatever description he put in there was bogus. And of course, there were periods that you can claim time frames of the video that the content's being used. So I'd go to those time frames and listen. There were times I didn't even say anything. Like there was dead quiet. So I filed a dispute and I said this guy's erroneous. And sure enough, he withdrew all the claims. I was like, yeah, get out of here with that crap. Get out of here with that crap. Yeah, it was an international person. Just trying to make some money on me. Is it easier to stream on Kick? I've never streamed on Kick before. I don't know. I had a Twitch account, but they banned me. They banned my account for not having age-appropriate content. And I tried to appeal it. I was like, dude, I'm a trading community. I don't show anything like that. And they still upheld the decision. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm done streaming on Twitch. All right, NASDAQ is still going. No volume spikes, so no supply, which means we're still going to go up. Some Nigerian prince, yeah. Yes, he was, Palm Beach Dan. Yes, he was. It's easier to pay them off than actually get paid. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm making a lot of money on the YouTube streams anyway. I make like 1 cent per stream. The state of Iowa is the only state in the country that has their Little League baseball and softball leagues during the summertime. 940 top wick. I don't remember the video, but it explained that way essentially in real estate. Yeah. unfortunate. I got playoffs starting Tuesday for my 9-year-old baseball. Heck yeah. Our season's coming to an end. Gotta love the price going above your PT by tick and not filling. Really? Above your PT? That must be a simulated book. Like a prop firm? Still going green, baby. Still going green. All the T-Rex chickens make me think of the movies. Yeah. You see Top Step getting caught messing with the charts you stop out? Really? I'm telling you, man. I got out of Top Step a couple of months ago. Top Step is garbage. Don't do it. There's a reason why they're making the changes that they're making, and they're terrible, terrible changes. Not to mention their live account is the worst in the business. Want to see something funny? Always. Please show me a picture of a clown. Top wick back over. Thought I hit. Oh, nice hit. I see a lot of palm trees there. You must be in like South Florida or something. Thought I hit it out and didn't run. I've done that before. Very cool though. Great swing, great hit. I love playing slow pitch softball. Miami, beautiful. Well done, man. Nice swing. Very cool. My 9-year-old's way better than me. Kids, man. Kids. You're welcome, Mark. Sorry I haven't been more help for you today, but I ain't doing much. Markets are just very slow and grindy. Grinding back up. Grinding back up. Still going green. There's my 9-year-old playing 11U. Nice. Let's take a look at that swing. Let's see. Good stance. Good bat position. Good load. Nice. Beautiful swing. I like it. Well done. Well done. It does have some power. He's got invited to play other states. Beautiful. Yeah, it's awesome times, man. It's such a fun time. Such a fun time. He's doing awesome for his age. There's not many 9-year-olds who can swing the bat like that. So, very cool. Well done. We need to get, if at least 18 of us go to the conference, we need to have an OM softball game, slow pitch softball game. Not yet, Ghost Peanut, not yet. Let's do it. All right, top wick back over 940 to 923. Are they finally rolling this over? Well, we're at liquidity. We don't have any volume spikes yet. They are buying $700 million worth of puts. If you look at the puts here, they are straight down. They are straight down right here. However, we need high volume and we need a lower low. We don't have volume. We don't have a lower low. We don't have any volatility. We don't have anything. It's just creeping. My sister-in-law was at a hockey game where parents had to be removed from the facility last season. Yeah, it's terrible, man. We've had parents before who get yappy and they try to yell at the umpire and stuff and make a big deal, but it's terrible. It's like, dude, you wouldn't do any better. This guy's making, $11 a game coming off of his shift at frickin' Wendy's, and he's yelling at him for missing a call that's an inch and a half outside. Stuff's almost normal now. Well, yeah, you're 100% right, Juicebox. Unfortunately, we have a society now that's all about yapping and being very boisterous. There's no more humility. There's no more sportsmanship. It's all about showmanship, not sportsmanship. Everyone's got a yap. There's no consequences. Kids have $500 bats and oven mitts and, chains and leave their shirts open and untucked. Hey, a little bit of a bottom wick here, or top wick, I'm sorry. Oh, bottom wick, never mind, both. As a baseball noob, how often is the umpire wrong? Watch some Yankees games and the guys seem to be wrong all the time. I mean, they're human. And that's part of the fun of the game, honestly. It brings in a dramatic aspect of the game when the umps are wrong, obviously. Now they've brought in some safeguards to keep that from happening. But anyway, large red candle here. We finally get a liquidity jump off of 925, $1 billion in puts purchased here. So this is a possibility of a 3C short here. Now again, short at your own risk. However, conditions are setting up for a possible downside position. We tapped 925, which is where I was looking for. We have no volume yet, but we still have a top wick here, and we have $1 billion of puts purchased, and they're selling calls. They've now sold off $1 billion of calls, and they've purchased $1 billion of puts. But we don't have any volume. That's the problem. Do we have anything on the 1 minute? Meh, yeah, but it came at the lows. So another bottom wick. Not to mention we have Kennedy's trend line. So it does appear we're going to get a little retracement. Short it at your own risk. Conditions are shifting. UAE air defense responding to missile threat. Interesting. Am I tripping, or is it 5:56 volume on the 1 minute? Yeah, we have volume on the 1 minute, yeah. And make sure you tie your shoes so you don't trip. You entered the June 1st SPX 7000s. Nice. We do have volume coming into this candle. I think you'll take your green and move on. It's probably smart, Twizzy. That's probably smart. What you got, YouTube? Anybody on YouTube? Big bottom wick so far. Still coming down. Highest volume candle of the day right here. And we have a tremendous amount of bear flow hitting the options. 1.4 billion in puts purchased. 300 million calls sold. So this is very bearish options flow. Very. We have some flow down here. We have a 3C top wick. Price action is a dropping. It's coming on down, baby. Let's see what we can do. Coming on down, coming on down. Just bagged 41% put. Nice Arctic Wolf. You want an 880 break? Heck yeah. That's actually pretty much where I was looking at myself, Jonathan. Bottom wick back up. Major bottom wick right on back up. Booyah. Made my money for the day. Nice JDM. No follow through. Here's a retest of the stupid trend line. They are buying even more puts. A tremendous amount of put purchasing. 1.8 billion in puts purchased, and they're selling calls. Look at that. What are they going to do with this? Surely they're going to do something, right? Don't call me Shirley. 10% up on those puts short of 2 minutes. Nice, like Lopez. Nice. What's your vector, Victor? So apparently there's some missile threats reported or something in the Middle East. Yeah, and nothing happened. Another bottom wick, baby. All right, UAE air defense systems are currently responding to a missile threat. Bottom wick. The largest nuclear bomb ever detonated has just exploded the entire country of Europe. Bottom wick. There's an asteroid heading toward Earth. Bottom wick. Our entire government is compromised. Bottom wick. Aliens, bottom wick. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't matter, baby. Wish I was holding still good. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. You see that bottom wick? I think you're good to get out. London close in 28 minutes. Bottom wick back up. It's right, yo cheerio. One could argue the bottom wicks are because the entire government's compromised. 100% jukebox. Wall Street is a pile of rubble, bottom wick. Yeah. I mean, the end of the world is a bullish scenario. You either make money or it doesn't matter anymore. You can build a PC case. Interesting. Bottom wick back up, retesting. So, back to the same old thing. 1.9 billion puts purchased. They're still buying puts. They are not selling puts back off. They're not selling them. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Hey, I need to post a new competition for TakeProfitTrader. The end of the world chatter is tiresome. Well, it is. I mean, they've been back and forth now for a month with the end of the world stuff. The explosions and back and forth and missile threats and no missile threats and peace and no peace. It's like, but I do think, DB, that we are nearing, the point the market is going to make a move, kind of to pull ourselves out of that situation. So I think the market's becoming tired of it as well. I would have made my monthly salary if I held 5 more minutes. Hey, don't think like that, Arctic Wolf. Don't think like that. You drive yourself nuts. You can screw your components onto a board if you want. Nice. I tell you, I want one of those PCs that looks like the old 90s computers, like that yellowish, grayish plastic look. The sleeper build, I think someone called it. The next computer, that's what I want. I want the old, click mouses. There's a company that makes retro cases. That's what I want. And I want my screensaver to be what's it called? Oregon Trail. It's one thing to have the back and forth chatter. It's another for someone to be making millions at each turns. Yeah. I yearn for what Michael Burry felt during the 2008 crash, if only for 5 minutes. Heck yeah, man. Airflow and heat issues will kill your performance if you don't modify it, though. Yeah. Go do trucks. Absolutely, I know about that, JDM. Yeah. We raised chickens when I was a kid. I hated chickens for the longest times. Yeah, we were yeah, we were not sure. This is our first, cycle from, new baby chickens all the way into harvesting them. So we're not going to do any more this year, but next year, we'll go through the season to eat the meat and see how if it was worth it or not, and then go from there. Wasn't that bad. I definitely would automate systems more. I have some designs that I'm creating for some more automated food and water systems, so it would make it even easier. The easier you make it, the more sustainable it is. I love the layer chickens, 100%. We'll always have layer chickens. But the meat chickens, we'll figure out if we're going to do it again. When I was 8, I had to go collect eggs from 4:30 every morning, every day. Nice. We always collect our chickens at the nighttime, right before, about an hour before sunset is when we collect all our chickens, or the eggs. Dad made me clean the coop on Saturdays. Well, I built a coop where I don't even have to clean it. Well, I do. About once every 4 months I have to clean it. But I built the coop around not having to clean it all the time because I wanted it as convenient as possible. The bottom of the floor of the coop is open, so all the poop falls through, and the whole coop is up on stilts. So the poop falls through the floor onto the ground. It's great. I'm having some issues today with my computer. I may have some streaming issues here. I could always leave it on if y'all want. No big deal. No big deal. Thomas Massey chicken coop that moves itself. That dude's amazing. You know the story behind Thomas Massey? That dude's like a genius. That's exactly what we mix it with, definitely. Put it in the composter. By the way, if you want a good weed killer, that's organic, obviously. Boil water. Pour boiled water on your weeds. It'll kill them all. The Cluck Master. Yeah. Bottom wick back up, baby. Bottom wick back up. Plug-in percolator, yeah. Mixed with a little sheep poo, and the dirt is absolutely black. Fantastic for 2.5 years. Nice. Yeah, we may kind of trickle into sheeps too. Apparently they make these, a laser weeder. Yeah, I saw that, man. That is fantastic. If they could replace chemicals, that'd be amazing. Of course, that thing probably costs like $1.8 billion. It's awesome. It would be nice to use this advanced technology we have to do something other than, ask ChatGPT what the best recipe for chocolate chip cookies is. Maybe use it for stuff like that to make our lives easier where it should be easier. I will say after trading props for 2 years and picking up options again, it really feels like a lot. Yeah, so you're 100% right, Arctic Wolf. I talked about that when I started trading more IBKR a couple of months ago. It felt like a superpower. The risk mitigation tools that I really hunkered down on my prop firms the past year has definitely translated over to IBKR. So that's a good thing, man. I guess they do teach you something. They are massively buying puts here. This is the strongest put flow I've seen in a long time. I think they may come down with this. They may do it today. Not a huge red move, but maybe at least a trickle down. Look at that. Corey, or they're just going to bottom like the crap out of me. They may come down with this. Here we go, coming on down. Am I going to smoke this? Maybe. If we have a daily red candle, they're going to be banned short selling. Yeah, really. All right, 2.9 billion puts purchased. They're still buying them and selling calls. The options flow is aggressively bearish. Which one's going to win here? Which one's going to win here? Ballistic missiles are launched from Iran into the UAE. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. That's the thing here, XX, is that when things do start to get down, it's going to happen quick because there's so much open space below. That's the thing. But of course, we have to be smart about it. You don't have to be so exact on the entries. Yeah, I mean, that's the beautiful thing about position sizing. If the proper position sizing in a real brokerage account, it makes trading fun again. All you have to do is put on some decently positioned entries with some good proper position sizing and just take your hand off the mouse. And all of a sudden, trading becomes more analytical instead of, holy crap, I will give anything to see break even again. There you go. Coming back down. NASDAQ is dropping. If they give out the low of the day, we might finally have, which by the way is 810, we might finally have exactly what we're looking for. And Lionel Richie can finally play that song. 2.9 billion call or puts purchased. We have 12 minutes left until London close. Dropping back over. I need to mute. I'll be right back. All right. Finally coming back down here. 824 looking for 792. If we take out low of the... Oh, boom. Hey, whoa, whoa. 3.2 billion puts purchase. It's here, people. It is here. Now we're getting smoked all the way down. Finally. Finally. Now, if we clear the yellow lines and close them, 663 is the next target. 663 is the next target. They are absolutely piling into 0 DTE, but something has either hit the tape or it's about to hit the tape because we are piling into puts here. Piling into puts. Extraordinary. The yellow lines here are the first defense. First defense. All the way down. Beautiful stuff, people. Beautiful stuff. Can they fail it is the question. Can they fail it? Coming on down, baby. $3.64 billion puts purchased and dropping. There we go. 748 coming on down. Fire erupts in petroleum industrial site. Oh man, oil's going to go nuts. 740 coming on down. 658. Here it comes. Here it comes. Dropping, baby. Dropping. We're going for the pivot low, the overnight low right now. Do we get it? Do we get it? Do we get it? 3.7 billion puts purchase. Something's happening. I'm going to take a quick peek over to CL. Rocket ships. 3.6 move. VIX is up 8%. All the way down. 720. 720. And dropping. Explosive red candles. Explosive. UAE has intercepted 3 missiles from Iran. Now a 4th missile coming from Iran. Man, Iran, ooh. So, if Iran is now actively striking UAE, I wonder what Trump is going to say about this, because it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Big bottom wick. 223%. Nice trippy, Mike. Well done, buddy. Well done. You hate Monday staff meetings? Yeah. I bet y'all didn't talk about a single thing that was worthwhile, did you? I'm sure a lot of people use words like circle back, low-hanging fruit. Synergy. Force multiplier. Strike while the iron's hot. And some chick that talks like this. And we're going to do this, and then tomorrow we're going to have donuts in the break room, and then we have to really achieve our goals. And I want to shoot myself in the face. $7.43. Moving back down. All right, so we have, let's see, 70 points until the overnight low. We've already gotten below the day's lows, which is bearish. Now, Linda Raschke, the Linda Raschke move we've been looking for since last Friday, not this past one, but the one before, afternoon close below the day's low. So we have to stay under 810. We have to stay under 810 to have the Linda Raschke move confirmed for tomorrow. Overnight low would be even better. Overnight low is extraordinarily bearish. But the session low is the first line in the sand. Extraordinary volume coming in. How bad do you want the pizza party? I love it. I love it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. My company loves to push men out for women. That seems to be a pretty common theme. Of course, I've been out of the corporate game for a while. You help the company make millions, here's a slice of pizza. You're so on point with the circle back low-hanging fruit. I work in tech, so that's you hear all day. Synergy, streamline, pivot. Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? It's horrible. I wish everybody can experience working with the land and farming, because I think that's what we're made to do. It's very, very rewarding to work with animals and farming in the garden. Like yesterday, my kids picked 8 pounds of strawberries, yesterday alone. And I've never seen them have that kind of excitement before. It's pretty awesome. I always get out too early, but barely lose because of that. Heck yeah, H. Lopez, there ain't nothing wrong with that. In fact, what's the dude's name? Brady. Brady does that. You know, he found a lot of success with taking small chunks of moves. He's not looking for 100-point moves. He's taking 10 to 20 points. And he's having phenomenal success with that. You feel attacked. Made my day big time. I like it, man. Well done, buddy. Well done. You run those meetings? That's all I aim for anymore? Nice trippy, Mike. Well done, buddy. That's all on the floor laughing. Yeah, it's true though. It's true. I was looking forward to a great Monday trading with everyone, but I woke up, I had the absolute worst back pain ever. Just got back from the ER. Apparently I got a kidney stone. Worst pain I've ever felt in my life. Oh, man. Yeah, those are terrible, dude. Sorry to hear that. For kidney stones, take cilantro. Really? Now, some people think cilantro tastes like soap. I am not one of those people. We don't talk to those people. No, I love cilantro, man. You're one of those people, Phil? Jeez Louise. I guess there's not a lot of cilantro though in Asian cuisine though. Are there any Asian dishes that use cilantro? It's really? I did not know that. Of course, I cook white people version of Asian dishes, so I have no idea. But I've never used cilantro in Asian dishes. Coriander. That's true. Coriander, yeah. Did not know that. I learn something new every day. $3.4 billion. I used apple cider vinegar to fight kidney stones. 4 millimeters down to nothing in 2 months. Nice. It's literally everything I learned to pick around it. Interesting. Man, I couldn't have been more wrong. Cilantro tastes like soap because of a genetic issue with a gene called OR6A2. I feel like that's something you would chat GPT. That's very specific. Interesting. Yeah, I know Indian dishes. Yeah, I've made some Indian dishes before with cilantro. Top wick back over, 754. So remember, they are now retesting just under the S. So we now have SR flips. These yellow lines being tested, that's an SR flip. Massive green into it, top wick back over, which is a bearish indication. Now the next trigger is going to be the overnight low of about 663, 662? There's a beef roll like a sandwich, but instead of lettuce, it's a large bed of cilantro. Soap sandwich. That probably would be too much cilantro. I took that silver short on micro as a pretty good gain. I think I'm going to fix my computer. Nice, Phil. Well done, buddy. All right, 733 coming down, looking for 662 on NASDAQ. 3.7 billion, they're re-engaging shorts, no, they're re-engaging puts. A fire has erupted in a petroleum industrial site following a drone attack from Iran. Iranian Revolutionary Guard spokesperson, all vessels violating the rules in the strait will be forced to stop. Civil Defense continues efforts to control the fire in the petroleum industry zone. Interesting. And still no comment from Trump yet about all this stuff. Huh. See you later, Phil. Appreciate you being here, buddy. What do you think the odds are of an underwater cable being cut in the Atlantic? Isn't it best that he hasn't said anything? We don't need him to put his foot in. No, 100%. 100%. It's best that he doesn't say anything. But I'm surprised he hasn't. Coming back down, we're looking for 662. 662 on NASDAQ. There we go. 724 dropping. Do you get a kickback if I use your OMTPT code? I do. I do make commissions on the OMTPT code, yes. But I'm very selective with the products that I affiliate with in Promote. Top Step, not Top Step, I'm sorry. Spot Gamma, Bookmap, TPT. They're the only three that I affiliate with and Promote because I believe in their products. And Tradeify. I've now most recently affiliated with Tradeify to fill the void that Top Step once held, but Top Step is now garbage. Well, thanks. Appreciate you, Him. I think it's a fantastic company, and you can make a lot of money with them if you do things right. 27,720. Once we can close that, we'll go down to 622 for another 100 points. Low chance in the Atlantic, high chance in the Middle East and Mediterranean. Yeah. You're probably right about that. Underwater cables across the Atlantic have always blown my mind, even in this day and age. The fact that we could place a cable underwater that's thousands of miles long. It's pretty amazing. Thousands of feet deep. Psych bottom wick. I don't know. So far, the bears are doing their job. They're holding under the SR flip. What's crazier is we're in the process of upgrading them. It's amazing. Think about the materials just in those cables. How much material is used to create those cables? It's insane. It's too bad we use all our energy for empowering the rich and killing each other. The world needs a lot of Jesus. Yes, sir. All right, I'm going to call that a day. Very, very patient this morning for a beautiful move down from 940 to 720 for 220 points. It does appear we're going to continue the move down to 662. Remember, anything under the low of the morning low, which here I'll turn on my range. Right here, anything under 808, 27,808 is the Linda Raschke close under the red. It's not to say they can't repeat the same price action tomorrow and have multiple closes under lows, but a close under 27,808 on NASDAQ and 72.42 on the S&P is signs that we're finally starting to hit some sort of selling supply. So if you have any questions, please hit me up, throw me a DM. Otherwise, I will see you all bright and early tomorrow morning for another beautiful day and another beautiful week. I'm out. See you.